Hi, welcome to the Fight Test channel. Steve Collins has typed Tyson Fury to defeat Anthony Joshua when the two heavyweights finally collide in their proposed two fights unification series. Eddie Hearn revealed last week the contracts were signed by the two men for the fight to finally take place, although neither and date nor a venue has been confirmed. The Matchoom Boxing Supremo joining talkSPORT to dismiss claims the first fight could be delayed until later in the year to maximize the side fee, with multiple offers coming in from across the world to host the fight. Not since Evander Holyfield and Lennox crossed paths has there been an undisputed heavyweight world title fight, with the proposed fight being the first of the four-belt era, with a summer date now firmly targeted by both teams representing Joshua and Fury. The thoughting of the two brides finally colliding after years of verbal spars looks more and more likely. Collins joined Fight Night on Saturday night to preview the bout and admitted, although he is a huge fan of WBA, WBO and IBF champion Joshua, his lack of experience in comparison to the Gypsy King is a concern. Having knocked out Deontay Wilder in his last fight, Fury has emerged as a favorite already after showing he can box and brawl in equal measure. For Joshua, who has spent his entire career under Rob McCracken, Collins sees this as an issue. "I'm a big fan of Anthony Joshua," he told talkSPORT on Fight Night. "I think he is lovely, a great man. He is great for boxing, but my problem is there is so much more he can learn. He hasn't had to education in boxing. He has had one coach, a very good coach. But all you know is what that coach taught him. There is so much more he needs to learn and hasn't learned yet. And then I look at Fury, okay, I look at a man. He moves like a middleweight, I mean, he is exceptional. How can a heavyweight be as mobile and as agile? Plus, he is brave, tough, and he can take a good shot and come back. I think he is so hard to beat. For me, he is a man who is going to win the fight," Steve Collins says. Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua have signed a two-fight deal to unify the IBF, WBA, WBO and WBC heavyweight titles. Joshua beat Bulgarian Kubrat Pulev in December to retain his IBF, WBO and WBA titles and set up the prospect of a mouth-watering clash with fellow Brighton Fury, the WBC belt holder. "We'd like to get a side deal confirmed in the next month," Eddie Hearn, Joshua's promoter, was quoted by ESPN as saying, adding the offers had come in from 8 or 9 possible venues. "The hard part is always getting everybody to put pen to paper, but this was a major effort from all parties to get this over the line. You had rival promotions, rival networks and rival fighters. Fight promoter Top Rank has to give me 2 fights this year. I will fight 2 times on ESPN," he said. ESPN reported that both fights were set to take place this year, with the first in June or July, followed by a rematch in November or December. The contract would have the fighters getting a 15-15 split in these fights, both and a 16-14 split in favor on the winner in rematch. Round 1 Anthony Joshua vs Tyson Fury predictions. Mike Tyson, Wladimir Klitschko, Tony Bellew, David Haye and more on who wins heavyweight showdown. After what feels like an eternity, the deal to see Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury fight to become the undisputed heavyweight world champion is signed. The sports world was turned upside down on Monday afternoon when Joshua promoter Eddie Hearn let slip the contracts were signed for a 2 fights agreement. Mike Tyson. "It's very interesting. Joshua is a masterful puncher, but you can see his punches coming. He telegraphs his punches. And that's just a recipe for disaster if you fighting Tyson Fury and you are telegraphing your punches. It's great." Mike Tyson says. Wladimir Klitschko is next. Joshua is a superior athlete, great fighter, Olympic champion. Most importantly, he is a great guy who carries the torch of this image of a heavyweight champion perfectly. I'm proud to call him as a friend, even thought we were. And I think and I wish Joshua is going to unify all of the belts, says Wladimir Klitschko. Tony Bellew next. I just think styles make fight, he said. I believe he is the only guy who has the tools to beat Tyson Fury. He is the man who can get close and out. He is the man who throws punches that are fast and out to land. He hits hard and out to drop him and hurt him. I just think styles make fights. I believe he is the only guy who has the tools to beat Tyson Fury, Tony Bellew said. Thanks for watching, friends. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like and leave a comment.